Are you ready to discover something amazing? In today's video, we're going to dive deep into the fascinating intersection of celebrity beauty brands, festival culture, and the unexpected power of vulnerability, something you never expected to learn. If you're looking for a shortcut to understanding how pop culture and skincare are merging into one massive trend, then keep listening, because you don't want to miss this.
I'm so excited to get into this one. It's such a wild topic.
It really is. So welcome back to the Deep Dive, everyone. I am so thrilled you're here with us today because, honestly, the stack of sources we have for you is just, well, it's incredible.
Oh, totally. The reporting on this is just fascinating.
Right. We've pulled together 3 really detailed articles today. We've got a feature from People, a deep industry breakdown from Hypebuy, and some really fresh e-commerce data from e-news. And they're all pointing at this one massive thing.
So Rhode x the Bieber's collaboration.
Exactly. The highly anticipated Rhode skincare collab with Justin Bieber. And, I love a good story where cold, hard business strategy just kind of crashes into human psychology.
Right, because this is definitely not just about a famous 29-year-old and her 32-year-old pop star husband launching, a new lip balm.
No, not at all.
I mean, what we're looking at here is a masterclass in strategic product drops. It's the whole concept of what the industry is now calling wearable skincare.
Wearable skincare. Just that phrase alone is crazy.
It is. And honestly, it's also this really surprising look at shedding emotional armor in public, which, is something you wouldn't necessarily expect from a beauty launch.
You really wouldn't. All right, let's break it down. First, let's talk about Rhode's brand new entry into the pimple patch market. Do you know that these patches aren't meant to be hidden, but are actually designed as wearable on-the-go accessories?
Yeah.
Now let's look at how this connects to the broader strategy of making skincare visible and fashionable. The key here is turning a perceived flaw into a statement piece. And if you understand this, you'll be way ahead of the game.
Yeah, the shift here is just massive. Hypebuy and e-news both pointed out that Rhode is specifically calling this new product spotwear.
Spotwear. Like activewear or streetwear?
Exactly. It's their very first entry into the blemish sticker category. And they've priced this initial drop at $16.
$16 for pimple patches. Okay,
Yeah.
But it's that name right. Spotwear. It completely changes the vibe.
Oh, 100%. They are actively rejecting terms like, acne patch or blemish concealer. By using the suffix wear, they're implying that this is an outfit choice.
It's an accessory.
Right. It elevates the patch from something you hide in your medicine cabinet into a literal fashion accessory meant to be seen.
But the science still has to be there, right? It has to actually work if people are going to wear it around.
Oh, definitely. The sources outline that these spotwear patches are made of 100% hydrocolloid.
Okay, so what exactly does that mean for people who don't know?
So hydrocolloid is actually rooted in really serious medical history. It's basically a waterproof dressing that was originally used in hospitals for severe burns and ulcers.
Wait, really? Like hospital-grade burn dressings?
Yeah. It's essentially a matrix of gel-forming agents, things like carboxymethylcellulose and pectin.
So it's basically a highly advanced sponge for your face.
That's a great way to put it. It absorbs excess oil, minimizes the physical protrusion of the spot, and protects the skin barrier from outside bacteria.
Which is so different from how we used to treat breakouts.
Oh, totally. We used to just scorch the earth.
Right. We'd use those harsh drying lotions or literally put toothpaste on our faces to dry out a pimple. We treated acne like an enemy.
And completely destroyed our moisture barriers in the process. The hydrocolloid, on the other hand, creates a moist healing environment so the skin can actually repair itself without scarring.
Okay, so the science is solid. It's nurturing the flaw instead of punishing it.
Exactly. But here is where it gets crazy. Rhode takes this clinical medical function and just wraps it in a highly stylized package.
Yeah, because according to the People article, Justin Bieber was directly involved in the industrial design here.
Right. He designed 5 exclusive shapes for this launch.
And they aren't subtle at all. We're talking a daisy, a mushroom, a jelly bean, a bubble, and a curve.
Which is just brilliant marketing. Rhode explicitly links this to their previous viral products like the lip case and the peptide eye prep.
Oh, the lip case was everywhere.
It really was. And they noted that their community wants these wearable, on-the-go products. They're turning the shame of a breakout into a badge of community connection.
You know what this reminds me of? It's like the evolution of orthodontics.
Oh, that's an interesting comparison. How so?
Well, think about it. For decades, having braces was super embarrassing, right? Teenagers called each other metal mouth and tried to hide their teeth in photos.
Yeah, you just wanted the invisible treatment.
Exactly. But then the culture shifted. Kids started getting bright, colorful rubber bands to match holidays or school colors. And now you see people getting like literal tooth gems just for the aesthetic.
Right, taking something traditionally embarrassing and making it decorative.
Exactly. Taking the corrective hardware and forcing it into the spotlight. That's what we are doing with acne now.
That is such a good point. You completely disarm the external judgment because you control the narrative. The first thing someone sees isn't the inflamed pore, it's the bright yellow Justin Bieber jelly bean on your cheek.
Okay, I love that concept, but I have to push back a little here.
Sure, go for it.
The $16 price tag. I can walk into a pharmacy right now and get like 72 transparent hydrocolloid patches for maybe $7.
Oh, easily. The functional science is identical.
So are we reaching a point where the active ingredients are completely secondary? Like, is this skincare just jewelry at this point? Are people just paying to have a sticker designed by the baby singer on their face?
I mean, yes. That's the core of the modern beauty economy.
So the hydrocolloid is just an excuse.
It's the entry ticket. It validates the product as skincare, but the premium they're charging is purely for the cultural capital.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, the instructions say to apply it as the final step of your morning or night routine and wear it for 6 to 8 hours for optimal results.
Right, so if you put a bright pink bubble on your face as the last step of your morning routine, you are explicitly planning to leave the house with it on.
Exactly. You are taking a private bathroom ritual and dragging it into the coffee shop. It's a public performance of your routine.
As we move forward, let's dive into the strategic launch timing around Coachella. Here's where things get even more exciting. Justin Bieber is headlining the festival, and they are dropping this limited edition collection right between his 2 weekend performances. This is exactly why synchronizing product launches with massive cultural moments is brilliant, and it's crucial to understand how this essentially creates festival merchandise for your face.
The timing is honestly just flawless. It's such a sophisticated e-commerce move.
So let's break down the timeline because it's so specific. The products officially launch on Monday, April 13th.
Right, at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern.
But the context of that Monday is what matters. Justin's first Coachella set is on Saturday, April 11th.
He's headlining alongside Sabrina Carpenter, Karol G, and Anima.
Which is a massive lineup. And that Saturday is weekend 1 of the festival.
Which is when all the hype is built. Weekend 1 is when all the celebrity outfits drop, the surprise guests are revealed, and the internet just goes crazy.
Right. It's basically a giant organic billboard for youth culture. And then, right while everyone is still obsessing over the weekend 1 footage, Rhode drops the product on Monday.
It's what we could call a sandwich drop strategy.
A sandwich drop, I like that.
Yeah, so weekend 1 builds the appetite. That's the first slice of bread.
Okay.
Monday is the meat. It's the point of transaction where all these hyper-stimulated fans can actually buy something.
And then the other slice of bread is weekend 2, which is Saturday, April 18th.
Exactly. So if you buy it on Monday, you might get it shipped in time to wear to the festival for weekend 2. You're basically buying an admission ticket to the cultural zeitgeist.
I mean, it's exactly like dropping an exclusive sneaker colorway during the NBA Finals.
That's the perfect analogy.
Like, if a player drops 50 points in Game 1 and the brand releases their shoe the very next morning, they're just selling a shoe.
They're monetizing the adrenaline of the victory.
Right. They're capitalizing on this massive captive audience. That is exactly what Rhode is doing here.
But to pull that off, the product actually has to make sense for the event. And this is where the rest of the collection comes in.
Right. The spotwear isn't launching alone. There are 2 other products in what we can call the banana suite.
Let's talk about the formulations because they are highly functional for a festival environment.
Okay, so we have the peptide lip treatment for $20. It's a new caramelized banana flavor packed with peptides, shea butter, and vitamin E.
Which provides a really dense moisture barrier.
And then there's the peptide eye prep for $25. It's themed banana peel, and these are hydrogel under eye patches with caffeine and peptides.
Which are explicitly designed to depuff, brighten, and hydrate.
And you can get all of this, the lip treatment, the eye prep, and a spotwear shape in the Rhode X The Bieber's bundle for $56.
Okay, so think about the physical toll of being at Coachella.
Oh, it's brutal. The dust, the sun, the complete lack of sleep.
Exactly. When you are severely sleep deprived, blood vessels dilate, and fluid pools under your eyes.
The classic festival hangover face.
Right, so formulating the eye prep with topical caffeine is brilliant. Caffeine acts as a vasoconstrictor. It literally forces those blood vessels to tighten up, reducing the puffiness.
Oh, wow. I didn't realize it worked that mechanically.
Yeah, and the peptides signal your skin to produce collagen to repair the sun damage. It is a luxury survival kit for the desert.
That makes total sense. But I have to ask about the wait list. E! News mentioned there's a literal wait list just to secure the drop.
No, of course there is.
And they announced this back on April 5th with this cartoon video of them taking selfies.
Yeah.
The whole thing feels very manufactured.
Well, it is. It's the scarcity model.
Right. Like, they are a billion-dollar brand. I'm pretty sure they could manufacture enough banana lip balm to meet demand. Are they just creating artificial panic?
Absolutely. The artificial panic is the point.
Really? Just to make people rush the checkout?
It gamifies the purchase. If you put a wait list in front of a $56 bundle, you turn a regular shopping trip into an exclusive event.
You want to feel like you won something.
Exactly. Getting through that checkout queue gives the consumer a massive dopamine hit, and that fast sellout creates a second wave of press about how coveted the brand is.
It's brilliant. It really is. Now, I want you to think about Justin Bieber's recent admissions about unlearning toxic toughness and embracing vulnerability. How does that make you feel? When you apply these ideas to how we perceive public figures and personal branding, you'll start seeing results in no time.
This is the part of the deep dive that really changes the whole conversation for me.
Me too. Because we go from talking about e-commerce cues and hype culture to something deeply human.
Right. The People article brought up his digital footprint recently, specifically his Twitch streams.
Yeah, he's been live streaming his behind-the-scenes Coachella prep on Twitch. And Twitch is such a different beast than Instagram.
Oh, completely. It's unedited, it's live, and the chat is scrolling right there. It strips away all that heavy PR editorial control.
It feels like you're just sitting in the green room with him.
Exactly. And during one of these streams, while they were literally building the stage sets, he started talking about emotional armor.
Yeah, let me read the exact quote from the reporting because it really struck me. He said, "Sometimes even the way we've been raised is like, just like, toughen up, keep going. Being vulnerable can be really scary, but we get to change those things, which is nice. Grateful for that."
Toughen up, keep going. I mean, that is the core directive of traditional toxic toughness.
It really is. You just internalize the pain and show a stoic face to the world.
And when you think about who is saying this, someone who has grown up inside this massive global glass house since he was 13.
Oh, the scrutiny he has faced is unimaginable, right? Every mistake, every awkward moment magnified. The psychological armor he had to build just to survive that level of fame must be incredibly thick.
He had to build walls to protect himself. So for him to just sit on Twitch and admit that being vulnerable is scary, and that he's trying to unlearn that toughness, it's a massive dismantling of his pop star facade.
The thematic link between that Twitch stream and the pimple patches is just incredible.
Right, it's like a superhero taking off their armor.
Yes.
Only here, the armor is this polished, flawless pop star image, and he's replacing it with a 100% hydrocolloid mushroom sticker.
That's exactly it, because a blemish is a physical vulnerability. It's a rupture in your skin's barrier.
And the old rule for physical blemishes was the exact same as the old rule for his emotions. Toughen up and hide it.
Apply layers of concealer. Pretend the flaw doesn't exist.
Exactly. So unlearning the need to hide your emotional flaws is perfectly mirrored in a product that refuses to hide your physical flaws. You're wearing a bright daisy on your cheek. You are telling the world, I have a flaw, and I'm not going to exhaust myself trying to hide it anymore.
But okay, here's my question. I have to play devil's advocate here.
Izu.
Is it possible to be genuinely vulnerable when you are simultaneously selling a $56 skincare bundle?
Ah, the commodification of authenticity.
Right.
Yeah.
Can deep human authenticity actually coexist with a highly orchestrated e-commerce waitlist? Like, did he just share that vulnerable moment on Twitch to sell more spot stickers?
It's the great challenge of modern media literacy, right?
Yeah.
The cynical view is that the vulnerability was just a calculated prelude to drive conversion rates.
Show them the womb so you can sell them the bandage.
Exactly. But I think a more nuanced view is that multiple truths can exist at the same time.
How so?
Well, Justin can be going through a very real, very painful process of shedding his emotional armor. but he is also a businessman existing in a capitalist framework.
So his personal growth just happens to align perfectly with his brand strategy.
Right. In today's market, personal narratives are the ultimate currency. Rhode identified a shifting cultural normalizing acne and male vulnerability, and they built a product for it.
They are providing the physical tools for this new cultural conversation.
Exactly. They aren't just selling patches, they are selling a tangible piece of a cultural movement toward authenticity.
So, synthesizing everything we've talked about today, what is the big takeaway from all these sources?
I think this deep dive reveals that modern commerce is really about storytelling, timing, and shifting cultural norms.
Like normalizing adult acne.
Right, and creating space for male vulnerability. It shows that the boundaries between personal care, fashion, and our emotional lives have basically vanished.
It's all just one big ecosystem now.
It really is. But it leaves us with this question to mull over. If our deepest vulnerabilities and physical imperfections can be packaged, branded, and sold as seasonal wearables, what happens when our personal care routines become entirely performative?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like at what point does healing a blemish stop being a private journey and start being just another aesthetic performance designed for an audience?
That is a staggering thought. Have we just traded the exhausting performance of perfection for an equally exhausting performance of curated vulnerability? Wow. Well, if you enjoyed this, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. And hey, if you're curious about how other cultural icons are dominating the lifestyle space, check out my other video linked in the description for more insights. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you in the next one.